what role does obtaining necessary permits and approvals play in the initial stages of a home remodeling project? And how can homeowners navigate this process efficiently, or how can we help them with that?
So I'm going to speak on on a couple of a previous or upcoming clients, actually. One client we met with, and they were asking about the permitting process. And they're like, hey, we were thinking about doing this, but we're thinking about, is a permit really necessary? And what they were going to have happen was extending and adding more livable space into their house. That didn't mean that we're adding any square footage to their home, but it basically turning a garage into a livable space. So with that being said, permits are going to do a few things for you. One, it's going to be on record. So having a home that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, you're adding say a 4th bedroom as a garage, or you're adding an ensuite or whatever it might be. You're getting that on record with the county, with the city, with whatever area is doing the permitting.
So I'm envisioning that's just going to make, sorry to interrupt, but that's going to make their value go up?
It does. And so, but the other part of it too is, let's say there's two different groups here. One that doesn't do the permit, does something in the garage, and then 5 years later, they're like, hey, we're going to put it on market. And their realtor comes in and they're like, oh, you have 4 bedrooms. Great. There, you got that. And on record, it still shows 3.
Okay.
So the realtor and they really lose out on that 4th bedroom opportunity as marketing and for a realtor and for equity, really too, because it's not been on record saying, hey, it's now a 4-bedroom. So what that means is on record is that there's drawings and there's information for each home that is on public information, like cities, counties, whatever. So as we do that, we're doing drawings and we're working with architectural firms and engineering teams that will provide those to counties and cities. So that way it's been updated to record. But at the same point, the other end of it too is there's a lot of intricate parts to remodels, being electrical and plumbing and mechanical, HVAC and all that kind of stuff that despite the fact that we as a company do everything to code, and at the very least do everything to code, but making sure that everything is right and safe. We've had clients that have bought and purchased homes that you can just tell that it was homeowner done. Not to disregard that homeowners don't have an opportunity to do their own thing, but if a homeowner doesn't know certain things, they shouldn't touch their home. So we had a client that bought a home in near us actually, and their front deck, it was a roof, or it was a covered porch, very large, 15 by 15, that it was not connected to the home. The roof was not connected to the home. So at some point, if snow load, or she had large amount of people on there for a party, there could be the chance of that all falling down, and serious injury, if not worse, could have happened. But then on top of that, adding into that same home, you walk in and the electrical system is lack of a better word, shoddy. Okay. So there's fire hazard, there's shock, there's electrocution, there's a lot of unsafe things that can happen. So what that means in retrospect is that permits and inspections, because they go hand in hand, really. We have proper inspectors that come out, take a look at the stuff, making sure that it's all good and to code. So then we can cover and basically putting drywall up and finishes and all that, but making sure that everything's solid. And that's a really good thing for clientele, that they can be guaranteed that at the very least it's to code, which is, we like to go a little bit above code sometimes. Yep. So making sure that it just goes to safe and safety.
So we can handle the permitting process for the clients.
Yeah, like, for them, it depends really. Yeah, again, if it goes back to, we can handle the permitting phase for lots of different things. What we probably say what we don't handle permitting in is going to be anything that regards or that needs an architect or an engineer stamp, or drawings because they're dealing with structure that is requiring calculations.
Okay.
We're not fit for that. But again, we have partners that we work with that do many jobs for us each month.
Yeah.
So, but for the most part, we can handle permitting. If we need to transpose to architects and engineering firms for those permitting, we basically allow them to be the quarterback for that project up to and through permit, because they will also get us and our client through and passing permit to where we can do the construction.
Okay.
But we're not going to handle too much of the paperwork. We're going to allow them to handle it. However, if we're not needing that, then we'll handle the drawings, we'll handle the paperwork and the inspections and the permits and all that necessary behind the scenes stuff that really takes a lot more than a lot of people think about.
Right.